Well, hello there, people of the internet, and hello again. I'm TheMBmulti. Welcome to part 25 of Doki Doki Blue Skies. In the previous episode, the previous episode was the horrible emotional mess episode, wasn't it? Yeah. Fingers crossed that this episode won't be as terrible as the previous one. Although I don't know how terrible it will be, because of course I'm pre-recording everything. So I've got I've just uploaded episode 6 or 4 maybe even. I don't even know, but I've episode 4 or something. I believe I've uploaded episode 4 this past week. Next week I'm uploading episodes 5 and 6, and I've already pre-recorded everything up until right now, which is episode 25. So I've got a shit ton. I'm just so into the game. I want to know what happens in the story and stuff, and so I pre-record everything. And also pre-recording helps just in case I end up having a day or a week or a time in general where I don't have time to record. I've got pre-recorded stuff, so I don't have to worry about that. Anyway, so beside all the emotional crap that happens, if you really want to see it, you should watch it. But if you don't want to see it, then don't watch it at all. All you need to know is in the previous episodes, I tried to resolve the ridiculous, stupid fight I had with Yuri. Which, it was ridiculously stupid because my character had the most ridiculous dialogue options in the fucking universe. Saying basically everything you can possibly say wrong, especially to someone like Yuri. So I tried to fix that, or at least clear the air a bit. We talked about it to each other, and yeah, I was an emotional wreck because, well, you should watch, but we should watch mainly how it started. But it got even worse when Yuri said, because we all know by now that Yuri has said it multiple times, that she thinks that she's a freak. She thinks she sees herself as a freak, as a monster, as whatever. And then without asking or mentioning it, she just made lunch for me. And then I was already emotional wrecked before that, and when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, come on, Yuri, you're not a monster." So yeah, I pretty much spent the entire previous episode crying, which is very sad if I say it like that. But whatever. Again, if you want to see it, go watch it, and if you don't want to see it, then don't go watch it ever. Anyway, let's continue. We also decided that it's summer vacation or whatever now, and we decided to meet up a couple times with all the other club members during the holidays. It's so nice to not have to worry about academics. It gives me all the more time to worry about my relationship instead. Ha! And speaking of relationships, I'm hanging with Yuri today. Why does it always have to be hanging? Why? Well, not just with her, it's the day of our club trip. Ah, okay. I call it the club trip because, but really we're just going to be walking around town. Strange to think that we haven't really all gone somewhere together as a group before. We should go to that theme park that I went to with Yuri. Oh yeah, also speaking of the theme park, in that theme park episode, the game said Yuri is slightly smaller than me, and then I was confused because I thought Yuri was pretty tall. And I mentioned in the video that in the Doki Doki wiki page, their heights and stuff are mentioned. So I was like, oh, I should look up the height when I'm done with the episode. Well, I did, and it turns out that Yuri, who I imagined was very tall, is only 165. And I was like, what? You look way taller than 165, but apparently she's, yeah. So she's just 165. Then I was like, hang on a minute. If Yuri is just 165, how fucking small is Natsuki? And Natsuki was 144 or something. Or 149, I think. Which is wow. I could pick up Natsuki with well, not really, but I could pick her up with one arm. Not really again, but it's wow, you are ridiculously tiny. I tower above Natsuki. And then Sayori was 155 or 150 or something, and Monika is 160, and Yuri is 165. And for reference, I am 185, so I'm 20 centimeters taller than Yuri, which is so yeah. I imagined Yuri was also 180, 185, 184 around those lengths, but apparently Yuri is 20 centimeters shorter than me. Which is quite funny because, again, when I saw the sprite, it was like, yeah, Yuri is also like around my height, 180 or something. Maybe even taller. But no, she's 165. But okay, anyway, that's beside the point. It's a little fun thing that I discovered in the meantime. It's always just 1 or 2 people from the club, not everyone at once. We're meeting up as soon as... We're meeting up... At soon at? What the fuck? We're meeting up at soon at a big intersection in the shopping district downtown. We're meeting up soon at a big intersection in the shopping district downtown. So I guess, yeah, this first at has to be go. Like, as it was going to be as soon as, and we're meeting up soon at, but they combined it into some sort of weird thing. That this is incorrect. So I guess I should really get ready then. As I change out of my pajamas, I muse over my relationship with Yuri. We definitely have more deep conversation about darker topics nowadays, but it's nice to be able to talk about those things. After our initial conversation that day, Yuri did seem to regress a bit in terms of her openness. She probably thoroughly rehearsed a lot of what she said that day. But it's not like zero progress was made. Yuri actually does tell me when things bother her more often. Well, she's usually really apologetic about it, but still, the fact that she even tells me these things is good progress. It's been a bit less than a week since our big conversation though, so there likely just hasn't been enough time for things to fully settle down yet. Anyway, it's not like she's going to be talking about this stuff much today, given how we'll all be hanging out with the entire club. It'll be a nice change of pace, goofing off with everyone and laughing together. Suffice to say, I'm looking forward to our meeting today. It's way too hot today. The sun beats down mercilessly on me as I plod down the street. I'm sweating like crazy just from walking downtown, despite only wearing a t-shirt and shorts. I hope the girls won't be able to tell how gross I am. Well, even if I were super sweaty, I doubt anyone beside Natsuki would really mention. That's true. That's very true. They're all way too nice. Although now I think about it, Monika actually might tease me. Yeah, well, Monika actually you can actually tell that Monika's teasing. You can't tell that Natsuki's teasing because she's being serious, and then eventually she says, "I was just teasing you," but she is 100% genuine as she says things. Also, I just now noticed this. What the hell is that? Is that like a random picture, or is that also... It looks like a news, like some sort of news channel, like news channel number 7 or something. But then this would be a very weird picture for a news channel, so I'm wondering what that is. Is that an anime series or a manga series or whatever? Or is this did someone Google random anime girl and then they just threw it on there oh, that's fine. This looks like a Japanese street now. And of course, not to mention all the other signs. It's not soon enough when I finally catch sight of the others. Looks like I'm lost, as usual. Hey Monika! Oh, look at you! Got some nice different clothes here now. Mark, there you are. I'm still not used to your angled version, Monika, I'm sorry. Took you long... I could have expected that response. Took you long enough. Hey, lay off of me for a bit. It's too hot to walk quickly. Jeez, you should have left earlier then. Hey Sayori. That looks a bit like her, the clothes she was wearing. Are those the clothes you were wearing when I came over to her house in the original? Maybe. Yeah, I live next to you and I got it pretty early. Sayori, aren't you supposed to be on my side? Truly a horrific betrayal. It really is. Alright guys, stop being such drama queens. Why do you want to go first? Maybe we should have planned this out a bit more. But where's the fun in that? We got to be spontaneous. Yeah, of course, Sayori would say that. With her adventurous tendencies. Yeah, Sayori's got the right idea. We could try walking around a bit to see if there's anywhere we want to go. Sounds good to me. Okay, everyone, let's do that then. We mill around for a bit, window shopping and chatting about nothing. Eventually we find ourselves standing around eating ice creams. I find myself practically inhaling mine as the ice cream drips down the cone. It's so refreshing to eat a popsicle on a hot day. Oh, you, what? I thought we were eating ice cream. Oh no, never mind, yeah. This reminds me of how I spent summers as a kid. Mark and I used to always play at this park with an ice cream vendor. Oh man, I remember what park you're talking about. Sounds like idyllic times. Perks of having childhood friends, I guess. I love how they all slide in on one after the other. Like, oh yeah, let's join in on the conversation. I haven't kept up with any of my own childhood friends either, so all those memories are relegated to the past for me. Don't you guys have nostalgic childhood places you like to visit? My parents used to bring me to a house in the countryside during the summers. Man, is your family rich or something? All I ever got were trips to the pool. And I never really liked the pool anyway. You know how nasty public pools can get? Oh, you know how nasty public pools can get? I don't particularly have anywhere nostalgic in this city either. My parents aren't really ones for randomly going out to the park or whatever. If that's the case, then why don't Mark and I show you our park so that we can make new memories for you here to look back on in the future? Well, we're not doing anything right now, so I'm up for it if the rest of you are. Yeah, I'd be down to go. It would be nice to catch a glimpse of Mark and Sayori's fabled childhood friendship. If you guys want to go, I'm fine with it too. Well, that's it then. Lead the way, Sayori. Hooray! Let's go, Mark. Haha, right behind you. Oh, look at that. It's a lovely little playground. A very colorful playground as well. It feels like I'm going back in time as I step into the park. I haven't been back here in a while, and it looks much smaller than what I remembered. Yeah, that's usually the case when you remember things as a child. Everything seemed bigger back then. Here was a spot of countless adventures between Sayori and I. In my mind's eye, I can see two small children running around, one coral-haired and one brown-haired. It's kind of strange seeing both Sayori and Yuri here at once with me, like the past and future are colliding. So this is it, huh? I think I've been here before, actually. Like once, with my mom. Maybe we've seen each other as kids before, but we just don't remember it. I wouldn't doubt it. Fate can be a fickle creature. I'd call that more of a coincidence than fate. Well, I think that I'd remembered seeing a pink-haired girl here. Not many people have hair that distinctive. So your memory isn't even that good. You forgot half the things I tell you. Hey, I remember the important stuff at least. It's nice being here though. Sayori trots over to the swing set and plops down on a swing. The rest of us follow her. I end up leaning on a metal bar with Yuri, while Monika sits on top of the bar. Come on, Natsuki, swing with me! No, I haven't gone on the swings for so long. Natsuki obliges and gets on the swings beside Sayori. Soon she's swinging back and forth at full force, her hair is streaming through the air. Aw, nice. I like swings. Swings are by far my favorite, like, what do you call it? Like, thing. But by far my favorite thing in the playground. I always went to the swings. It's very nice. Hey, you're like a kid again, Natsuki. You're so cute. And that Natsuki abruptly stops swinging with a scroll on her face. I'm not cute! I exchange dry smiles with Yuri as Monika rolls her eyes. Okay, sorry for calling you a kid. I mean, I call myself one too, so I'm not trying to imply anything. But disregarding that, I wish I were as cute as you. Ugh. Sorry, but I have to say it. Natsuki, why do you always pretend that you're not cute? You got to realize that you come off as really cutesy, right? You're seriously not fooling anyone. I'm not trying to fool anyone. Who do you think I am? She kicks at the ground in frustration, jolting herself on the swings. Well, it sure seems an awful lot like you are sometimes. The tsundere act can be a bit tiring, you know? Hey, I'm sure Natsuki has her reasons. Everyone has their own problems in life. Not that I'm implying that you have any particular problems, Natsuki. You guys are gonna drive me insane. You guys want to know why I'm cute? Because I am. It's because I am feminine. I like cute and pretty things. My favorite genre of manga is romance. Is that so freaking weird? We didn't say there was anything wrong with you being cute. We were just questioning why you process this so much. My mind suddenly flashes back to that one day long ago when Natsuki and I hung out together and talked about this over boba. Is it because you want to look strong? Cool? Oh god. Looks like she's surprised that I remembered what she said. I feel like she might... I don't even remember when that happened. Was that during the Christmas shopping time, or was that during the time when I was with Sayori, when we were together with Sayori at the cafe? I think it might have been when we were at the cafe with Sayori. It looked like she's surprised that I remembered what she said. I feel like she might be regretting opening up that one time now. Well, what's wrong with that, huh? Does it everyone want to be cool and strong? I can't think of any situation where being cute and weak is better than cool and strong. But you can be cute and strong, can't you? Not if you're a tiny girl like me. I like being cute, but I need to be strong. Need? Yeah, need. You guys probably don't know this, but it's just my dad and me at home. My mom's not in a place to help us right now. The fire in her voice dies down at the mention of her mom, but picks right back up again as she continues her rant. Things are rough, so I have to be strong for the sake of my family. I can't be some silly little girl anymore who doesn't have a care in the world. I shouldn't be wasting time and money on buying manga. My dad hasn't been doing so well ever since my mom died. I shouldn't even be here hanging out with you guys. Our shop needs all the help it can get. Natsuki sighs here, fiddling with her swing's chain. I'm just selfish. I can't help wanting to be normal. I can't help wanting to be a normal high schooler. Life's so unfair. Sayori reaches out to gently touch Natsuki's arm. It's okay, Natsuki. I get it. You do? There's a slightly dubious expression on Natsuki's face, and to be honest, I'm curious about how Sayori can relate too. There's a reason why you act all... Oh god, is everybody opening up now? What the hell? There's a reason why you act so all sunshine and rainbows all the time, you know? For a moment, it seems like Sayori and Monika telepathically communicate something with each other. Oh yeah, she's been telling Monika about it all, probably. It's because I want everyone around me to be happy too, so even if I don't feel like smiling or if I'm unhappy, I still smile for everyone else. Oh no, she's tearing up! Even if I don't want to wake up in the morning and face the world, I still smile. Plus, I don't want to burden others with my problems. Sayori, I didn't know. Why didn't you tell me this? I'm supposed to be your best friend. That's why I couldn't tell you, Mark. But how was I supposed to help? It's not your responsibility to help every single person you come across. Besides, I did talk to Monika about stuff, so... Yep, and I'm glad you came to talk to me about it, Sayori. And even more glad you were able to talk about it to everyone else, too. Yeah. I suddenly feel incredibly guilty that I wasn't able to be there for Sayori. How could I have been so clueless that I couldn't even tell when Sayori wasn't happy? So yeah, I've been telling you all my problems this whole time, though. In fact, I've gone on and on about loneliness and my parents' divorce to all of you before. Given that, wouldn't it only have been right to help you in return? Yeah, it's alright. You're just more expressive than a lot of people. Am I? Yeah, you kind of are. Sometimes you say things that are so emotional they make me cringe. Hey, what the heck? I only got emotional with you guys like once, right? Like once, right before the festival. Seriously, then I guess my opinion of you was coloring my memories. What kind of opinion does she have of me? Yuri, am I emotional? I don't know if you're particularly emotional, but you are quite expressive. That's a good thing in my opinion, though. It's nice to not have to guess about what you're feeling. I guess you're the perfect match for Yuri in that way, Mark. Yuri won't have to worry about you ever hiding your feelings from her. I don't know if you guys are complimenting me or insulting me. Just take it however you want. Compliment or insult, I appreciate you at least. Yuri smiles gently at me and puts her hand on top of mine. I feel like you've definitely changed my life for the better. I think that's an exaggeration. Well, it feels that way for me. You were standing by me nearly every step of the way, encouraging me at all the right times and comforting me in the dark ones. Even my social anxiety, it's not completely gone, of course, but you've helped me talk to others and face that anxiety head on. Back then I might even have turned down a group hangout like this out of anxiety. It's good to have someone force you to do things you don't want to do. And you were the first one who I was able to tell about my parents. Oh, Yuri's also opening up. Wow. Your parents? Yes, although I don't know how similar our circumstances are, I think I understand your sentiments too, Natsuki, because I've lost my own loved ones. Oh, Natsuki looks also very distressed. Everyone looks distressed. Feeling weak when there's a blatant need for strength. If you don't mind me asking, when? Or again, if you don't mind me asking. Like, there's a whole bunch of sentences in this game where me is changed by my. Long enough for the pain to fade into the background, Yuri looks down, twirling a strand of her hair through her fingers. But to be honest, I don't think the pain's ever going to fully leave me. Sometimes I forget that they're gone and call out for them on impulse. And when I realize once more that they're gone, the waves of grief roll over me again. Yuri, don't worry, I get you. The two girls smile sadly at each other. I'm sorry, Yuri. If you ever need to talk, thank you. I'm grateful for all of you being understanding. You shouldn't feel sorry either. It's not your fault. I know, but I wish you hadn't had to go through that. Your parents must have been great people to raise someone like you, so I wish I could have met them too. They were great people. Yuri sighs quietly and looks down at her hands. I don't doubt that it must have been difficult for her to reveal this to everyone. Thanks, Yuri, for sharing that with us. Of course, it seems like we're all opening up to it. Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that. I already said that, to be honest. I'm certainly glad that we've all grown this close. Me too. If we're all sharing, I guess it's Monika's turn now, right? And as if she were thinking the same thing, Monika finally speaks up. Thanks for today, guys. It's been nice getting to know everyone even more. It's kind of funny how much closer we've all gotten in a single semester. Yeah, I guess we didn't really do much last semester. Feel free to give me all the credit for getting everyone closer. You wish. If I had to pinpoint the moment that we started creating a sense of camaraderie, yeah, I know what it means, but I don't know how to pronounce it. I'd say it was when we started sharing poetry. That sounds about right to me. The festival probably helped too. It was our first group project type of thing, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. I guess having to rely on each other really helped bring everyone together. Does that mean it's actually a reason that teachers give group projects? Because besides making us suffer, I mean? Mike, you're usually one of the slackers in the group projects. Hey, how do you know? How do you know I haven't changed? We haven't been in the same class for a while now, you know? I think you've changed at least a bit in that regard. There's a moment of light chuckle from all of us. Oh, look at they're all smiling. It's been fun laughing and chatting with you all today. You guys are my first close friends, well, besides Sayori. I raised my eyebrows at her. That seems kind of hard to believe considering how popular Monika is. Okay, I mean, I do call other people friends, but they're actually more like acquaintances. Sometimes when I talk to people, it's like I dissociate myself and just see myself talking to them. I kind of feel like an alien sometimes. Or maybe a robot, like I'm just built to do all these things, but not actually cultivate my own desires or emotions. About that. I could definitely see Monika being a robot. Honestly, most of the times when I laugh, I don't actually feel like laughing on the inside. Monika. And I'm well aware that there are people who hate me too, or who think that I look down on them. Little Miss Perfect, right? You shouldn't pay them any attention, Monika. Most of those people are likely just jealous of your accomplishments. Oh, it's a good thing coming from your mouth, Yuri, because you actually shared the similar thoughts to what Monika is saying right now. After getting to know you, I can testify to the fact that you're warm and kind-hearted. Yeah, same here. And I don't say that about everyone. Yeah, we all know that, Natsuki. Monika smiles sadly at us. But to be honest, it's true. Oftentimes I do find myself looking down on other people. Huh? It's not that I want to be pretentious. I want to be a pretentious princess. It's just that I'm trained to need to be perfect, I guess. I know that's impossible to actually be perfect, but like, I can't fathom not getting straight A's, for instance. I legitimately cannot imagine myself ever failing a test or even losing my spot as a top student. My own mother called me a failure when I got a B+ in elementary school. Monika stares into the sky, her voice monotonous. Do you know how my parents reacted when I mentioned not taking over the family business? They laughed and said that they hadn't raised me to become a mediocre trash. Trash, failure, literal human garbage, that's what I would be if I weren't perfect. No ifs or buts, it's a black and white world for me. This life isn't one that I chose myself. Every single thing has been plotted out for me by my parents. Well, except for you guys. Aww. It's really time for a group hug in a few seconds. I don't know if that's an option, but I'm fucking clicking on an option immediately when it appears. Monika, to be honest, your parents sound like crazy tiger parents. No, I guess they are. I mean, they give me food and a place to live in, and they pay for all my lessons and stuff, so I can't complain. They just love to brag about me to their oh god. Even so, that sounds like an unhealthy relationship. They'll have to put in work to pay them back for raising me, right? But it sounds like they can be really harsh too. Yeah, when they're mad at me, they can be pretty domineering. I guess you could say that my parents have mastered the carrot and stick routine. Geez, are you sure you're okay, Monika? Yeah, don't worry about it. If it gets to be too much for me, I'll say something. Probably. Definitely, Monika! Anyway, speaking of parents, it's actually getting kinda late, so we should probably get home soon. The sunlight's certainly been orange tinted for a while now, with the soft breeze growing chillier by the minute. Yeah, my dad's probably gonna be pissed if I take too long to get back. Are you guys gonna be able to get home alright? What do you think we are? 9-year-old kids? Of course we will be. Hey, I just meant that it'd be night and all. Thanks for the concern, Mark, but I think we'll be fine. I have a train to catch anyway, so the station is going to be pretty crowded. Yuri, what about you? Want me to walk you home? I wouldn't want you to get out of your way. After all, you could easily walk home with Sayori. Now, what do you mean? No, it's fine. Don't fucking dismiss Sayori like that. Geez, you're so worried about her. I can walk back with Yuri. Are you sure? I wouldn't want to... I said I would, didn't I? It's fine. Just take it. Just take it, Yuri. That's Natsuki's way of being clingy. Hey, I'm not clingy! You guys are hilarious. It's nice to be able to hang out with a bunch of cute high school girls, isn't it, Mark? I give Monika the side eye as she smirks at me. Come on, Sayori. Let's head out. Let's go. Come on, Sayori. Let's go before Monika says any other weird things. Haha, only teasing. Yeah. We all linger for a few more moments and say our goodbyes, but soon scatter as the wind begins cutting through us. It really is getting dark pretty quickly. I guess our conversation took longer than I thought. I guess that makes sense though. Sensitive topics usually take a while to talk through. And to be honest, I'm kind of emotionally drained from our discussion. The club really has gone far though. I hardly expected to be having conversation with this intense with the girls when I first joined. It's nice to have close friends. It's nice to have close friends though, and especially nice to have a girlfriend like Yuri. Somehow I feel like today's an indication that things will be alright from now on. Well, I believe we thought the exact same thing before, but that didn't turn out to be a big fat lie, so I don't know. No personal dialogue with Sayori as we walk home, unfortunately. Man, I can't remember the last time I slept so heavily, and that's where we ended off here. So, everybody opened up to each other about things. So, yeah. Natsuki hasn't mentioned, of course, the abusive relationship with her father, but she at least has mentioned that it's just her and her father now. And we also caught a bit of a glimpse of Sayori depressional episodes and stuff. And Yuri I'm most proud of Yuri actually, that she actually managed to. Of course, she's not going to mention the cutting part, obviously, because she wasn't even ready to mention that to me yet. I just discovered it by accident. But I'm still extremely proud of Yuri that she actually managed to mention that to everyone. At least it's a very, very large step. It may seem very small for her probably, but it is a very large step in the of progress. And holy shit, Monika's story was also pretty sad. like everybody has like a saying that everyone has a, I don't know whether that translates well in English, but everybody has like a backpack of like personal issues and problems that you have to deal with. But in this game, it's not like one of those backpacks. It's one of those humongous like bags that those hikers have, you know, like that people that go hiking in the woods for like a week or something. They've got those huge survival backpacks, and you could fit like an actual person in those. You know, those. Everybody in this game has one of like at least one of those, maybe 2 or 3, but like at least one of those huge backpacks of issues and shit. Which is, yeah, it's quite an interesting club. On this, actually, because of this, I'm actually kind of glad that no one else joined the literature club, because if anyone else joined now, all of us would be extremely close, and there would just be one outsider that we would completely have to get acquainted with. That's the word I was looking for. Anyway, I hope you almost enjoyed the video. Luckily, I didn't break down emotionally today, so that's good. That's a good sign. I hope you enjoyed it. Click the like button if you liked it. Subscribe to join the Roman army, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, Romans. Valete.